What is going on? Good morning, afternoon, kind of. It's 11:52 here on the west coast of the USA. And we're just about to hit noon. And at the strike of noon, we're going to be watching Liverpool take on Atletico Madrid. Should be a good one. Both of these teams have contrasting styles. I think if you're in the loop with things, you understand how Atletico have played for the last, 13 years, 14 years, since the beginning of the Cholo Simeone era. It's very conservative, real brawlers, if you wanna think about it that way. These guys will score a goal and then just fucking fight and dirty up the game, and hang on to that 1-0 scoreline. So it's very, very much ugly. Atletico Madrid play very ugly ball, but I mean, they not like hideous by any stretch. They are able to combine and do some great things on offense, and it looks very appealing to the eye. But once they kind of double down and decide to defend that lead, it gets ugly, it gets physical, and it's just not not usually the most entertaining sort of football that you'll find out there. Still very good, still very high intensity, but Liverpool, on the other hand, are just free flowing, all offense. Some of the best you'll see today. So, I think those two contrasting styles should make for great content today. Hopefully. If you tuned into yesterday's stream at all, or saw any of the clips available on my social media, you'll find coverage of both Arsenal versus Athletic Bilbao, excuse me, I'm so sorry, that's a huge fucking sin. Arsenal versus Bilbao here on TikTok and on Instagram at MarkopotamusFC, and you'll also find a two-part series of my experience with Juventus versus Borussia Dortmund, which was an insane match, my favorite match of the season so far. That one, I think, has probably been my favorite. That has been my favorite content to develop for you guys so far, being a part of it as it happened and then getting to relive it again by editing it. So go check that out if you haven't. But what I was trying to say is that there's no way today's match, if we're lucky, we get to experience something similar to yesterday's match in Turin. But that's always a stretch. Those matches are few and far in between. But we can get lucky, man. Weird things happen in this sport. Today could be a banger. Today could be, a 5-goal thriller. Who knows? Who knows what we're in for? It's so unpredictable these days. But yeah, very excited. Puro pinche Athletic cabrones! I love that, Javez. Thank you for joining, man, and thank you again for being so consistent and tuning in. It should be an interesting matchup. We'll see what happens. Really hard to call this one. As you can see, there's a new little tweak here. I got rid of my old software. My subscription expired. Giuliano Simeone Masterclass incoming? Maybe. Honestly, maybe. If I haven't checked the lineups yet, but Giuliano Simeone did very well on that right wing. And if there's any spot on Liverpool's defense that's particularly feeble, from what I've seen, it's that Milos Kerkez side, my guy. Kerkez has not done very well at that left wing back position, and I think he might struggle against Simeone, who's in top form right now. He played really well against Villarreal over the weekend, remember? Oh, you mean the score bug? Yeah, dude, I changed it. So I was using Obi Scoreboard for this first month of streaming. I've been streaming for a month now. What do you know? And, one of those days, it just sort of crashed on me, and it wasn't working. It was that Chelsea versus West Ham match, and it was just super glitchy. I couldn't get the score to come down, and it just really fucked up my stream that day. So I in that downtime I looked for some options. Yeah, I looked for some options, and I found this one totally free. And I mean, it it looks way smoother if you ask me. I liked a lot of the things I saw. There's a couple different layouts here, but this one was really easy to set up, and just the functionality of the interface was very very simple and very very easy to use. So I was just like, why am I even bothering paying for OB scoreboard or OB scoreboard when I can use this one for free and it just works better. And even if I have to pay for more features here, and if this is just a trial, I mean, it's significantly cheaper. So just trying it out and seeing if it works. I like it already. It's much more color to it. And I can tweak a lot of these little features, like the black behind the zeros. I could change the color of the zeros. I could change the coloring of the font, all that great stuff. And that site offers a bunch of different overlays. So I'm gonna look into it more today. I really just jumped in it and threw this up really quick. So hopefully it works and hopefully it goes smoothly. I found this artwork that I have here. I had it on my wall in the living room for a few months. Then I had to take it down for some maintenance reasons, and I decided, since it's on the ground, let's just fucking get it up here. I actually found that painting just chilling outside of my apartment. So somebody was tossing it. I thought it looked pretty cool. Now it makes for more of a background. Am I tweaking, or does Llorente look like Forlan? Yeah, it was a steal, dude. It just fucking somebody just left it out there. I don't know if somebody was moving in and they forgot to take it up, but I mean, finders keepers. It was there for an entire day. I figured, that's free game. Dude, the other day I found fucking like a stack of vinyls outside. Like literally as I was throwing out trash, there was a stack of vinyls underneath a staircase, and they were like fucking great condition. They were classics. There was like a ZZ Top one that was pretty dope. There was a Ronnie James Dio like album, like Rainbow in the Dark, that album. And a couple other ones, and I was like, dude, I can be like the coolest boyfriend right now, because my girlfriend collects vinyls, so hooked it up. And I done stole those. I didn't even think about it that time. Like with the painting, I waited like a whole ass day to see if somebody came and got it. But yeah, records like vinyls and shit. But yeah, my girl collects those, so I was like, oh, that's an easy one up right there. Like it's an easy dub. So I didn't even hesitate to snatch those up. But let's see. Let me check out the lineups. What's going on here? What are they working with? Let's see. Oh shit, actually, hold on. Kickoff is about to start. Let me get this clock going. All right, Liverpool Atleti. That should be a fun one. This is gonna be so much fun. I hope. I trust Liverpool, man. Liverpool have had great matches. Let's go. Okay. Kickoff start. It's working. Cool. Rad. Okay, let me lock in. Yeah, someone just fucking left a stack of vinyls, dude, and there was like 5 or 6 of them. And I was not about to give those up. But yeah, I was checking out the lineups. Here's Gravenberg on the ball. It looks like Frimpong got the start. Interesting. Mo Salah right on the ball. Gravenberg, Salah commits a foul. Let me see, dude. Let me see. Let me check out these motherfucking lineups real quick. Okay, so Allison, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson. Ooh, no. They didn't start Milos Kerkez against Llorente and Simeone. Wow, that is huge. That is big. And this is the first Champions League matchup of the season. What a... That says a lot about Milos Kerkez's first couple weeks in this Liverpool side. I mean, he's underperformed. He's been underwhelming for sure. Milos Kerkez has been underwhelming. And yeah, once you mentioned Simeone, it clicked for me. I said, yeah, that guy's gonna... Kerkez is gonna struggle against not just Simeone, but also Llorente. And yes, Llorente does look like Diego Forlan. You're very right, because he has the hair and the fucking the headband. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai in the middle. Szoboszlai was doing very well on the right back side. Ooh, hard hit on Gravenberch on the top of the box by Clement Lenglet, my favorite Barcelona defender. Gakpo, Wirtz in the middle, and then Salah on the right with Alexander Isak. Is this his first start? Is this Isak's first start with Liverpool? I think so, right? I don't know if he started against Burnley, but that was at 4 in the morning here in California, and I was not about to do that. Not when I had a stack today. For Atleti, we got Oblak, no surprise there. Javi Galan, Lenglet, Lenormand, and Llorente. Simeone, Barrios, Gallagher, and Nico Gonzalez in the center. Raspadori and Griezmann up top. Interesting. Yeah, I saw that Julian Alvarez got injured over the week. He came off of that match with Villarreal with an injury. I remember he was holding his thigh. No Koke in the center. Not today. I remember Koke was in there instead of Gallagher against Villarreal. This is a dicey spot for this free kick here. Liverpool have a free kick in a very dangerous spot on the top of the box, and it looks like Florian Wirtz and Salah are both standing over it. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? It's Salah. Salah hits it with the left, goes low, and it deflects off the wall into the bottom corner. Salah. Oh no, it's Robertson. Liverpool 1, Atletico 0. 4 minutes in to the first half. Well, sorry, Japez. Wow. Okay, so let's see what happened here. Oh yeah, it comes off of Robertson. Robertson is onside. It looks like it comes off of... Here's a closer look. Oh, it's Barrios. It comes off of Barrios, actually, not Robertson. It's a bit of luck for Liverpool, and that's the best start you can ask for if you're Liverpool. There's no hope? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Where is that? Come on, Japez. Atleti or Atleti? You guys got this. You guys got this. It's very early. It's the first 5 minutes, my guy. Let's show a little faith. Puppy, off. Off. It's okay. I'll play. We're playing after. Off. Off. Lay down. Here's Gakpo on the left. That deflection might very well have been Atletico's first touch of the ball. Wow. Szoboszlai plays it wide to the right with Konate. Konate steps on it, turns to his right, finds Salah. Salah with a little bit of space under pressure by Nico Gonzalez. Salah. Gravenberch. Oh, Gravenberch back to Salah. Salah. 2-0. No way. 2-0. What a play. Gravenberch and Salah connect to make it 2-0. Liverpool 2, Atletico 0. In the first 6 minutes. Liverpool scored 2 in the first 6 minutes. and make a statement start to their Champions League campaign. Wow. Japez, I'm so sorry, man. Oh, wow. What happens here? Gonzalez can't get anything on Salah. A great little touch by Gravenberch to get it back to Salah, and Conor Gallagher can't do anything to make a difference. Salah gets past Galan, Gallagher, and Nico to win that ball. He beats 3 different dudes to be able to get a left foot on that ball and get that goal. Very impressive by Mohamed Salah. Who else? Liverpool 2, Atleti 0 in the first 6 minutes of the first half. Atletico are rattled, man. They're shook. Finally, Atletico have the ball. The ball lands at the feet of Griezmann. Griezmann starting. Does well, wins a corner. Wow. Wow. There's dudes just still getting into their seats with their beer. You know what I mean? They missed all of it. Yeah. Shout out to all the dudes just now sitting down for the game. Already missed 2 goals. Here's the corner by Atleti. Alisson jumps up, grabs it out of the air. Whoa. Soboslai on the break. Soboslai on the break. He looked so dangerous. Look at Wirtz. Wirtz was in a great spot. Bad pass by Soboslai. Conor Gallagher wins it. Nico failing to create and continue that counter-attack on the left, but wins a throw-in. Wow. One thing I realized in the lineup is how tiny Atleti is. You mean physically tiny? Like they're short? Like small? Is that what you're saying? Wirtz. Soboslai. Here's Gravenberch, fouled by Gallagher. No foul, says the ref, actually. No, yeah. It's a foul. Wow. Yeah, they are pretty small, man. That's just La Liga teams for you. You know, the Spanish teams are just naturally short. It's more about pace and skill and, you know, technically, you have to be technically gifted on the ball. And Premier League teams are just naturally, they're big and they're strong, you know what I mean? But there's exceptions to the rule. Like, look at how big fucking Gakpo is. Gakpo compared to Llorente and Simeone, dude, he's big. He's a big guy. Who would have predicted that start to the game? Not me. Here they go again. Alexander Isak hasn't even touched the ball until now. The first 10 minutes. Like they haven't even utilized their best weapon yet. It comes on for Barrios. Ooh, it comes off of both Barrios and Robertson. It comes off of Robertson first and bounces off of Barrios' leg into the corner. You can call that first goal luck, but that second goal was class. Yeah, Liverpool's no joke, dude. No joke. No joke whatsoever. Robertson and a cute little elbow to Simeone. Oh my god. I feel dehydrated for some reason, bro. I don't know why. I'm so goddamn thirsty. Here's Llorente on the ball. Llorente cuts it into the midfield. Finds Gallagher. Gallagher dishes it wide. This is Nico. Nico. Back to Barrios. Barrios. Ooh, forced with the sloppy back pass. He was under pressure by Florian Wirtz. Here's Oblak. Dishes it. Lenormand. Ooh, that's a foul on no foul? Yikes. And on top of everything, Liverpool's playing at home, dude. This stadium is no joke. Frimpong wins the ball off of Javi Galan. Verts with the foul. They're calling it a golazo, that free kick goal. I don't think that was a golazo, man. That required a bit of luck. Let's face it. Let's keep it real. Van Dijk. You know, I saw a clip yesterday of Van Dijk talking to Gary Neville. And Gary Neville basically asked Van Dijk, like, hey, who's that striker for you that caused you the most problems? And I was so shocked when he said Olivier Giroud. Now, when you really think about Giroud, you think about how tall he is and how, you know, he's a pretty buff dude. You know, like, he's not huge, but he's definitely, like, you know, he's definitely fit and physically imposing. Like, he's not Gyökeres big, but he's pretty well built, you know? And, you know, you take that into consideration. That's the kind of striker and attacker that Van Dijk struggles with. And I'm watching right now, dude, and I don't know if Atleti have a striker like that. Jesus. Atleti just, you know, struggling to clear it right now. Well, this is a nice run. Oh, dispossessed by Van Dijk. Speak of the devil. Have you seen that multiple players have said that one of the best players have ever come up against Moussa Dembele? Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I've heard that a lot, which is so weird. Here's Jeremy Frimpong. Dispossessed by Nico. No foul, says the ref. Raspadori. Here's Giuliano. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, man, and that blows my mind. That totally blows my mind. I just didn't see that much of this of Moussa Dembele when he was active. I mean, back then I couldn't be bothered to watch Spurs. This was like 10 years ago. But I've heard that multiple times. You're very right, and not just players that are ex-Spurs fans, ex-Spurs player. We do have Alvarez and Sorloth, but Diego Simeone and his park the bus tactics. Actually, you don't have Alvarez today. Alvarez is hurt. Remember, he went off injured with against Villarreal. This is a nice run by Nico and Konate. Konate gifts them the corner. Sorloth, I think, would cause... Sorloth has a similar build to Olivier Giroud, so I think Van Dijk would struggle with a guy like that. That's exactly the type of striker you need. Yeah, no Alvarez, but Alvarez has has been a trouble to this, a pain in the ass to this Liverpool side. Oh, Simeone is pissed at something. Atleti have a corner here. Griezmann crosses it into the center. Here's Raspadori. Griezmann. This is Conor Gallagher. Griezmann with the right cross. Alisson again. Ronaldo. Oh yeah, he was a left back, right, or left attacking midfielder. But yeah, dude, I think Sorloth would. I think by default we're gonna have to see Alexander Sorloth at some point, for sure. Here's Llorente. Yeah, left wing back most of the time. Where's he playing at now? Did he go back to Brazil or is he in Saudi Arabia? I feel like he might be Saudi Arabia now. Uh-oh. Oh man, here comes Cody Gakpo. Dispossessed by Lenormand. Very nice by Lenormand. And here's Griezmann's on the counter. Griezmann's on the counter here. Look at how quick Liverpool are to get back. Liverpool are so fast getting back into defense. Llorente on the ball now. This is Conor Gallagher. Atleti slowly growing into the match. Now, don't think just because this Liverpool side is offensively gifted. Shot by Raspadori, very tame, easy for Alisson to handle it. Don't think just because this Liverpool is frightening in attack that they're defensively sound. They are not. They're very much not. There's been times in this. Remember, Liverpool are top of the league and have not been defeated yet or dropped points yet because, for lack of a better word, very fortunate moments in their matches. They've won last minute. They've been saved at the last minute a couple times this season already, but they have struggled. They have struggled defensively for sure. Look at this, Nico. You see? Atleti are creeping. Van Dijk is good. Konate is good. There was a reason why Robertson was starting to be phased out. Frimpong has not been a solid starter. There's a reason why Frimpong hasn't started consistently in the league for Liverpool and why they've started Szoboszlai in the right back spot. They're not defensively sound, brother. So Atleti definitely have a chance here. Sunderland, he's with Sunderland. Oh shit, he's with Sunderland. All right, that's pretty wild. He must have offered him a big check because Sunderland got that promotion money. Yeah, they're defensively feeble, Liverpool, and they've gotten away with a couple points. They've won a couple points by the skin of their teeth. So yeah, they're scary on paper, but far from the final product. What a pass from Robertson looking for Gakpo. Well defended though. Llorente. Wow. Atleti has a lot of injuries, I'm finding out. A lot. They don't have Cardoso either. Look at that. That's a dicey pass right there from Salah to Konate. Konate did very well to recover and get the ball back to safety. Japes, I think you have plenty to be not excited about, but you should stay optimistic. I would assume that Atleti are going to score at least one. And once they break that threshold, who knows? Who knows? Anything can happen. Oh, look at Gakpo. Gakpo is so silky with the ball sometimes. Wins a throw in. Yeah, I don't think the Llorente look is by accident either. He's, you gotta remember that there's a... Oh, look at Raspadori challenging Gravenberg. Here comes Simeone pressuring. Look at the pressure by Atleti. This is good. Liverpool moving the ball around fine, but this is getting to them. Konate is not defensively sound either. He's good, but he's not Van Dijk. Gakpo takes it to the left, facing Llorente. This is a cross here from Robertson, well defended by Lenormand. Now Griezmann on the ball, trying to develop a counter. He does. He has Simeone on the right, but Szoboszlai dispossesses Griezmann. Very nice from Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's just dangerous no matter where he's out on the pitch. Ball played very wide to Salah, who gets it. Oh, Salah with another shot! Oh my god, that curler almost found the top corner. What a shot. What a shot from Salah, doing his best Arjen Robben impression. Uh-oh. Nice throw from Oblak to find Llorente. Epic throw from Oblak. Llorente has a lot of space. We've seen what he can do with space, and he finds Giuliano, who tries to cut it back to Raspadori. Well defended here. Liverpool giving away the ball. Here is Barrios. I'm telling you, this Liverpool team is not totally set. Here's Simeone. He has Llorente to his right. Llorente now. Llorente. Barrios. Atleti very patient with the ball here. Raspadori drops in deep to connect with Barrios. Now here's Llorente on the right. Crosses it. Finds Giuliano. Giuliano crosses it. Looking for Griezmann at the top of the box. Here's Florian Wirtz. Cannot get around Barrios. Yeah, you have to remember, dude. These clubs have stylists. You know, they have stylists, and they control your image for the most part. For most players, you know. So Atletico for sure was like, hey, you have the build for a Forlan nostalgia kind of style, so we're gonna do that. We're doing that, man. Look at this run by Gravenberch. Takes a sliding tackle to stop him. Barrios. Here's Simeone. Raspadori dropping into his own half, the striker. I've seen Raspadori play before. I saw him play in Italy in a Nations League match against England. Here's Simeone in space. Simeone versus Van Dijk. Looking for the ball at the top. He finds Griezmann. Griezmann has it. Gravenberch on him. Griezmann almost finds Nico in the center. Griezmann still on the ball. On the left wing now. Plays it backwards. This is Javi Galan to Gallagher. Galan now. Javi Galan makes the run. Very nice run by Galan. Does he get the cross off? He does, but it's blocked by Frimpong. Very nice from Frimpong. Okay, you're liking this. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, Japes. Look at Griezmann with this cross now. Griezmann with the corner takes it. Alisson, right into the arms of Alisson. Who was that? Langley. Langley got a head to that. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. This Liverpool team ain't sound defensively. Here's Szoboszlai. Simeone's all over him. Simeone forces Szoboszlai out. Liverpool have a throw in a dangerous spot in their own half. Liverpool just capitalized on the Anfield vibes, and Atletico were just a little bit shook. I think any club is shook here when they first come. Gallagher with the cross, blocked by Van Dijk. Atletico have another corner. Yeah, when clubs go to when teams go to Anfield and Anfield is rocking, that's fucking scary, my guy. So I'm not surprised. What happened. I like this clock a lot better. I think the font is a lot bigger than it was before. Raspadori standing over this corner. He's gonna swing it with his right. It's an outswinger. Cleared by Gravenberch. Liverpool trying to break out. Oh, Barrios does very well to kill that counter-attack. Here is Raspadori. Plays it wide to Griezmann. Griezmann crosses it with the right, crosses it low, cleared by Van Dijk. Barrios. Conor Gallagher plays it back to Langley. It almost seems like the LP backline, the Liverpool backline, is still trying to find their chemistry. Oh yeah, for sure. More on that in a minute. What a strike here by Nico. Yeah, no. This Liverpool defense is in need of a fine tuning. There's a reason why they're trying to replace Robertson with Kirkes. There's a reason. I mean, the absence, the sale of Trent Alexander-Arnold was always going to be hard to replace. Even though last season that right-sided defense was a weak spot for Liverpool, even before they got with Alexander-Arnold. But Frimpong has been más o menos in that spot since joining the team. And there's a reason why Slot has elected to start Szoboszlai in the right back position a couple times already. It's because Frimpong is still figuring shit out. And so is Kirkez. So that's how we end up in this predicament now. Oh my word, that shit landed here in SoCal. Oh yeah, that was a wild shot, dude. Pretty sure it hit my window. So yeah, Liverpool for sure have some problems in the back. I'm pretty sure Liverpool have some problems in the back. Throw in by Robertson. Do Liverpool have another defender? They do have Milos Kerkez in the left back position. I'm sure we'll see him at some point because Robertson just does not have the legs that he used to. Oh man. Oh geez, Steve McManaman is in the dugout for Liverpool. I cannot stand that guy's commentary. He's just terrible. Super biased, super bitchy, like he just complains. Oh, that would have been a nice idea if that would have came off from Barrios to find Giuliano. Giuliano pressuring Alisson. Alisson clears, looking for the long ball to Salah. Isak finally gets onto the ball. He takes it on the right wing. Does very well to keep that in bounds, and it takes Langley to intervene. Liverpool with the throw in here. Konate now. And Konate is just not nearly as solid as Van Dijk, excuse me. Florian Wirtz. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gives it away. Here's Simeone. Throw in. What is that shit from Van Dijk, dude? Just a wild pass. Does not even remotely reach Szoboszlai, the intended target of that pass. Very poor. Atleti. Langley finds Raspadori. Raspadori dishes it wide to the right with Simeone. Here come Atleti. Atleti. Conor Gallagher on the ball. Finds Nico. He has the overlapping run by Javi Galan. Nico elects to cross it. Cleared by Liverpool. Here's Nico again on the left. Nico Gonzalez finds Javi Galan. This is Javi Galan. Griezmann. Oh, tries to swing that ball to Raspadori. Van Dijk does well to put off Raspadori. And Robertson is able to clear, but hands it right back to Lenormand. Dude. Atleti have a goal in this, for sure. For sure. Here is Llorente. Greasy. This is nice. This is Javi Galan. Loses it to Salah, but Langley recovers. Atleti start over with Oblak. That's one thing about Atleti. For the longest time, they just run down the wing and whip it in. The more you watch them, the more you realize it. Yeah, I mean, careful, very careful here. Salah wins a ball, shoots it low for Oblak, and it almost squirts in. I mean, yeah, they do whip it to the right and left and then just try to get a cross in. But I mean, they have two forwards in the box, and that's kind of what you got to do. Isak is down. Ooh. Isak took a hit here. Who lost it? Ooh, that's Barrios. Barrios under pressure from Soboslai and almost gifts the ball to Liverpool in a dangerous position. That could have been very costly. Holy shit, Lenormand just clears Isak. Just obliterates him. Almost, that's an ankle breaker, dude. That's an ankle breaker, dude. And it's just a yellow for Lenormand. Atleti pretty lucky there, my guy. Run down the wing and whip it in. The more time you watch it, you realize it. Yeah, I mean, that's their whole MO, dude. They have good wingers, you know? They have really good wingers. Not the best, but they have good wingers, and more often than not, they have quality strikers. It's because they have Sorloth a lot of the time, and they have Julian. But, I mean, I feel like that strategy sort of it changes sometimes, because, you know, Julian is more tricky on his feet. Here's Griezmann. Finds Raspadori. Raspadori has the ball. I don't know what he's trying to do there. Swing a leg at it, man. Sobasai clears. Nico. This is Javi Galan. Barrios switches the play over to Llorente. Yeah, I mean, if you really pay attention, it's like Atleti play with 4 wingers at times, you know? Like Llorente, I'm not even really sure is a right back by trade. He's a right midfielder, you know? And then they pair his ass up with Simeone, and then you have Galan and Nico, who are less prone to playing on the wing. Oh shit, Javi Galan got an elbow, dude. That's a broken nose. That's a broken nose. So, I thought they're really making use of the weapons they have. Just throw Sorloth in. I mean, dude, they don't have to yet. They're creating chances. But we will see him. Watch. And he's going to have an impact here. I guarantee it. But as it stands, Liverpool are struggling to pin down this Atleti attack. If you eliminate the 2 goals that Liverpool have, then Atleti have played better, dude. Atleti have played better. Imagine it's 0-0, and Atleti have had more of the ball, more output. But if not for that frantic 6 minutes, here's Gravenberch. Konate finds Frimpong in the box. Frimpong's gonna get to the end of that. Well defended by Clement Langley. There's a penalty for Liverpool? No way. Oh, they're calling a handball on Langley. But Langley is saying it hit him on the chest. Let's see what happened here. Frimpong is going to get to that. He's going to try to cross it. Langley. There's no handball. No, there's no handball. It hits Langley on the abdomen. I don't think that's going to stand. No way, Jeffers. That doesn't stand. Here's the angle. I don't see that it hits Langley's hand. Unless it, comes off his chest and scrapes his hand. But that's a harsh handball, dude. No way. The ref has called a penalty for Liverpool, saying that Langley handled that ball in the slide. VAR is checking it. I don't think it'll stand. That'd be very cruel. The ref is going to take a look at it. I don't think that's going to be a handball. No way. I think that's very harsh. I don't think it clearly touches his hand. I think it moves in the direction of his hand. Here it comes. So it hits his midriff. It bounces off his stomach. I don't think it touches his hand at all. No fucking way. Okay, yeah, no. The ref didn't look at it long at all. I don't think he's going to give this. No penalty. I think when it hit his hand, the angle showed that I saw a deflection. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see it touch his hand at all, bro. Because I mean, it hits his stomach, and then it moves up the rest of his body. But I didn't see the ball change its spin after it hit his stomach. And I think the ref agreed. He said no penalty. Atleti are still in this. Florian Wirtz standing over the corner. Florian Wirtz. Oh, Van Dijk was hunting that one down. Nice clearance by Atleti. Here's Griezmann on the ball. Finds Nico. Here's Nico. Oh, Nico just gives it right back to Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. I saw something that Marseille had a pen called on him unfairly. I did see that. I haven't seen match highlights yet for the Champions League. I was very busy yesterday. I was very busy chopping up content. In case you haven't seen it, man, I got some great stuff from yesterday's matches. But yeah, I have to have a highlight day. Maybe tonight, probably tomorrow. Szoboszlai, dispossessed by Raspadori? No, that's Langley. What the hell is Langley doing up high like that? Look at where Clement Langley is. He was damn near the halfway line. Here is Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz dispossessed by Javi Galan. Here is Conor Gallagher for Griezmann. Yeah, I heard there was a harsh penalty on Marseille, but I haven't seen it close enough yet. Langley is ever but where he needs to be. Yeah, for real. What did I tell you about him last time, dude? What did I tell you about him? He was at fault for a lot of goals when he was with Barca. Here's Ibrahim Konate. Frimpong. Nowhere to go. Galan shuts him down. Has to start back over with Alisson, and here is Van Dijk now. Van Dijk with the long ball up, looking for Gakpo. Gakpo's going to get to that. Very nice connection there. Oh, Gakpo had beaten Llorente, but Llorente is able to just block him off. Was that a nutmeg? Looks like it. Barrios. Sketchy from Barrios, man. Sketchy from Barrios. That's a bad giveaway. Here's Isak with the curler. Oof, not on target. That's very sloppy from Barrios, man. But he's under pressure. Look at that. He's surrounded by 3 dudes. They're targeting him. That's not the first time that happens. Liverpool clearly identify Barrios as a metronome. Ooh, what a header! Oh my god, a header into the path of Salah. But that header was in the midfield. Who was that? That was crazy. Barrios was a very key component for Atletico in the Villarreal match, and I think if you're reviewing tape and you're Liverpool, you're noticing that. So you can tell they're targeting that guy. They're targeting Barrios. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai on the ball. Runs it up the middle. Finds Gravenberg. Wirtz now? Nope. Gravenberg again. Konate. Konate with silky feet. Oh, what a flick by Isak. Ball lands at the feet of Gakpo. Gakpo. For Gravenberg hits it first time? No. Oof. Jeez. Liverpool have Atleti pinned back. Here's a cross low from Szoboszlai. Cleared finally by Lenormand. Atletico can't break free from this. Here is Robertson for Wirtz. It's moving so fast. Here's Isak. Isak at the top. Isak goes low. Oblak with the hands. Jesus, this is going so fast. It's hard for me to keep up. At the moment, Atletico couldn't put out the fire. Breakneck speed here, guys. When Liverpool turn on the volume, it's scary. Nico. Oh, Gravenberch just muscled Nico off the ball. Gravenberch is a dog, man. Here's Barrios looking for Griezmann. Allison is all over it. Dude. Gravenberch just shoulders Nico Gonzalez off the ball like nothing, like a child. That was crazy. And you can see Nico still like touching his knees. That hurt. That was a hard hit. Here is Soboslai with Gravenberch. Gravenberch plays it back to Van Dijk. Here's Florian Wirtz. Barrios could not get to the ball with that slide. Florian Wirtz is still on it. Here's Isak. Isak for Wirtz. Isak for Wirtz. Twinkle toes. Oh my god. Frimpong just missed the swing of he just missed the ball completely. There was an open net. Oh my god. Atleti are in trouble here. Liverpool are in trouble here, and Anfield is turning up the volume. Oh man. Wirtz did all the work. He took that from the midfield, linked up with Isak. Isak passes it back to Wirtz. Wirtz has the open net, ready for Jeremy Frimpong to just smack it in, and Frimpong just swings and misses the ball entirely. Atleti are hanging on by a thread here, Japes. Atleti are hanging on by a thread. They need to survive and make it to halftime at 2-0, if possible. Jesus, I'm getting a look at the bench. They still have Ekitike on the fucking bench for Liverpool. That's crazy. Oh no, Llorente dispossessed by Isak. Barrios runs back to chase that ball down. Gets it to Oblak, but Wirtz is pressuring. Looks like Oblak might have hurt himself with that distribution. No, it seems fine. Liverpool starting over from the back. So here's Soboslai into space. Liverpool are just finding holes in the midfield. They're just passing it just past Barrios and Gallagher. I think you take Gallagher off here, man, and you have to throw in Koke. You need that seniority on the field. And yeah, Gallagher's a captain, man, but has Gallagher ever performed against Liverpool? Jesus. Langley dishes it up to Galan. This is Nico. This is Nico, who is offside. Wow. Check this out. I have a new feature with this this bug thing. Stoppage time. I have a stoppage time feature. Oh, here's Barrios on the ball. Looks like Gakpo lost it. Griezmann. Llorente. Has Simeone. Simeone crosses it. Cleared by Van Dijk. Corner for Atleti. Okay, let's see what happens when this hits 45. I don't think it'll stop. Just pray they work it through the middle. At some point they will, dude. Plus 4 minutes. Nice. Look at that. That's so sick. 4 minutes of added time. Is that dope or what, man? Hell yeah. Look how that was so easy to do. This +4 and the clock keeps on going. And then I can just switch it over to second half. That is dope. So glad I found this. Yeah, I know, man. It's so dope. And I mean, if you look back at my footage that I have on the Instagram, Japes, you can see that like, it is really hard to kind of read the the time on my stream, you know? It's so small. Like, the numbers are so much smaller. And here, I think it's so much clearer. And you can tell with the abbreviations which teams they are, as if the, you know, the crests don't help you out. But the lettering is a lot bigger. The font is way bigger, and I like that. It's bolder. So, upgrades, man, upgrades. Here's Raspadori, plays it wide to Llorente. Llorente plays it low, nobody there. Nobody there. Konate plays it to Robertson, who clears it. Here's Lenormand. Okay, Simeone on it. Atleti's starting to press up high. Let's see what they can do. Can they do anything? There's 2 minutes left of the first half. We're in stoppage time. Here's Barrios. Llorente visibly pissed that Barrios isn't where he's supposed to be for that pass. In fact, Llorente forced Barrios into the position he wanted with that pass, implying that that's where you should be. Here's Raspadori. Finds Llorente. Llorente gets a shot off and goal! Llorente scores. Llorente makes it 2-1 for Atletico Madrid with 2 minutes to go in stoppage time in the first half. Let's go. We have a match, guys. Japes, let's go, baby. Let's go. Nice. Forlan 2.0. Oh, man. That's a stretch, but that is a compliment. That is a compliment. Nice. Raspadori to Llorente, and Llorente just gets a toe poke on it. Is Griezmann interfering with the play? I don't think so. He does block the vision, maybe. But I still think Alisson has his eye all over the ball. No way. I don't think Griezmann interferes with that at all. Nice. Very nice. All right. We have a match. Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 1 in the first half. Let's go. Perfect. What did I say? What did I say, man? If Atletico get the first one, then they're in. They're locked in. I told you that this Liverpool defense is not set. They have problems. Here's Gravenberg. This is great. This is awesome. All right. Yeah, Atletico were knocking. Atletico were definitely knocking on the door. And it was a matter of time. It was, frankly, a matter of time. They were putting themselves in dangerous positions. And again, imagine if Liverpool don't have that 2-0 lead from the first couple minutes. It's been mostly Atleti, you know. But Liverpool have created more chances. They have created other chances. But if you eliminate those first 2 goals, then Atleti's up. A lot of contact there from Van Dijk. All right. Whoo. Nice. That's the end of the first half. End of the first half. Liverpool 2, Atletico 1. Perfect. Awesome. Woo. You know who Langley reminds you of? Do you know who Noel Miller is? I'm not familiar. Who is that? Oh man, what a match. What a match. It looks like Atleti were rocked from the very jump. I think it's that Anfield atmosphere that is legendary, and it just fucks with teams whenever they step on the ground and the first whistle goes. He's a YouTuber. Yeah, I'm not familiar, dude. Let me look him up. Like, he looks like him or some shit? A certain angle. Let me see. Let me pull this full up. Let me pull up. Oh yeah, I kind of see it. I do kind of see it actually. That's funny. Yeah, they do kind of look alike. From the side, maybe. But anyways, yeah, so Atleti were rocked in the very first couple minutes, as any team normally would be in the Anfield atmosphere. But they recovered well. It's if you eliminate those first two goals by Liverpool, that first half is basically, it could have gone either way. Atletico were knocking on the door throughout the entirety of the first half, and Liverpool created some very dangerous chances that they were unable to capitalize on. But as far as apart from offense, the midfield battle is back and forth. There's pressure applied to both sides, and it's resulting in some quick thinking, some bad passes. I've seen it a couple times. Van Dijk has given the ball away a couple times. Barrios has given the ball away. They're definitely getting to each other. This is a good matchup. Pound for pound, they're pretty even. I give Liverpool the edge for sure, just because they're so fucking dangerous on offense. So dangerous on offense, but Atletico have done well to create something with not a whole lot to go on. That right side in particular is deadly. Llorente and Simeone complement each other so well, and I think Raspadori is doing well to slide into the Alvarez-shaped hole in attack, because he's dropping back, he's linking up with the midfield. He's very much a part of the build-up play, and he gets the assist. He gets the assist for the goal. That's great. That's what you want, and that's basically what Alvarez is able to do. They're very similar players, Alvarez and Raspadori. If you really think about it, they're both great, good on their feet, and they are good in link-up play. Alvarez, of course, having the edge when it comes to what makes a striker a great striker, and that's goal scoring. But Raspadori is holding his own in that spot. I was thinking it was probably a mistake for Raspadori to get the nod over Alexander Sorloth, but I'm wrong. I am definitely wrong there. Cholo Simeone has picked the right strategy, and it's resulted in a goal. They need another one. I'm sure we'll see Sorloth at some point, but right now this is working for them. This Raspadori choice is paying off dividends for them. Wow. And then for Liverpool, man, I mean, it's a matter of time before they take Robertson out, for sure. Robertson not really doing enough to smother that Llorente-Simeone combo. He's needed help, for sure. So I think it's a matter of time before we see Kirkes. Ekitike is almost a must. McAllister is on the bench as well. That's somebody I totally forgot about. That is somebody I totally forgot about. Well, I'm sure we'll see him in a little while. McAllister, Ekitike, Kirkes, those are all for sure ins, Yeah, wow. Atletico's bench isn't nearly what you would hope for. They have a lot of injuries right now. Almada is an attacker. Baena is another attacker that was playing really well over the weekend. Or did he play over the weekend? I don't remember. Jimenez, Alvarez, Cardoso, the American. Very rough list of injuries for Atleti. But yeah, you'll imagine we'll see Sorloth. We'll probably see Hanko, Koke at some point. If I would imagine that if Atletico are able to, if they're able to equalize, that we'll see Koke at some point to anchor the midfield and try to squash that play. Try to squash any developing attacks if he can influence the other two in the midfield, Barrios and Gallagher. I just don't see how you don't secure the equalizer and don't move into a 3-man midfield after, if you're Atletico. Let's look around. Bayern Munich are, not surprisingly, beating Chelsea. Remember, this Bayern Munich is nasty. Cole Palmer, of course. Of course Cole Palmer scores for Chelsea. He's that dude, man. Cole Palmer is generational. He's great. Surprisingly, though, Bayern haven't been able to create a goal from open play. I mean, Chalobah, there's an own goal by Trevoh Chalobah, and then it took a Harry Kane penalty. It took a penalty for Bayern to be up. 2 defensive errors, I suppose, from Chelsea. I haven't seen the highlights yet. Inter are leading Ajax 1-0. Marcus Thuram scores. He scored over the weekend against his brother's team, Juventus, and then the brother scored for Juventus. His brother's very good. I saw him play yesterday. He was incredible. Very good player, Kefren Thuram. PSG 2-0 over Atalanta. Let's see what's going on there. Marquinhos and Kvaratskhelia. Very good. Nice. Great stuff. Oh, there's Carabao Cup action, huh? Forest are beating Swansea. Interesting. Oh yeah. Oh man, my dad liked my reels. Love that. That's cool. All right. Gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, quick break, and that was it. Just a quick break. Just a quick break. What's going on in the Trandian world? What the fuck? What the hell? I'm learning some crazy shit on the internet. No comment. Never mind. Let's get back to the football. What the hell? AS Monaco's flight to Bruges for their Champions League opener has been cancelled due to an air conditioning issue. Players disembarked the plane in their underpants. That is so funny, dude. Oh, hell no. That is funny, man. That is so fucking hilarious. And there's actual footage of the players like melting. That is hilarious. The players are taking the field for the second half of Liverpool Atleti. Let's tune back in. This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a fun one. Oh. Oh my god, I got a good workout yesterday and I'm still sore. I'm sore, my back is sore, my biceps are sore, my triceps, everything. Kickoff for the second half begins in just a few moments. We're in for a great second half from Atleti and Liverpool. Atleti chasing the game by 1 goal and have been able to put themselves in dangerous positions against Liverpool. So let's see what they can do. Ref blows the whistle. And we're on. Let's go. Ooh, they credited Robertson with that pass. With that goal, excuse me. Nice flick from Isak to get to Wirtz. Wirtz with options here. Opens it wide to Isak, but Lenormand recovers. Nice start from Liverpool. They gave Robertson that first goal, which is generous, I think. I think that was generous. It came off of a defender. It looked like it was Barrios, I think. But who knows? If it's a shot from, if it's considered a shot from Robertson and it bounces off the leg of Barrios, and that's a goal still. Slot having a word with Alexis McAllister, so I'm sure we'll see him pretty soon. I wonder who you take off in this situation. I wonder who you take off in this situation. That's so weird. From a Liverpool perspective, who deserves to come off? I think everybody in the midfield, everybody in the attacking midfield has done pretty well. Imagine, here's the move, possibly. I think if you're Slot, you might take off Frimpong. You take Frimpong off, you put in Alexis McAllister, and you move Szoboszlai over to the right back position, which he's getting more than comfortable with these days. And I think because this play just died, this attacking move just died because Frimpong didn't link up well with Salah. Yeah, I think that's the move. You take Frimpong off, you put in Alexis McAllister, and then you move over Szoboszlai to the right back spot, and then you're gravy. Here's Gravenberch on the ball. Salah now. Salah. Szoboszlai. Gravenberch in the midfield. Frimpong. Konate. Szoboszlai. Deep in the center circle. Rabo has the ball. Dishes it wide to Gakpo. Maybe you take off Gakpo. Who knows? Intercepted pass right there by Barrios. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Ooh, trying to force that ball to Griezmann, but it pays off well. This is Javi Galan. Nico, Griezmann. Nico. Cleared by Robertson. Javi Galan now on the rebound. Javi Galan finds Griezmann. Griezmann crosses it low. Nobody gets to the end of it. Clearance Van Dijk. Good signs from Atletico to begin this second half. Very nice. Jesus, Griezmann's haircut is insane. I love that mullet look. Here's Lenormand on the ball. Barrios chips it up high, and he finds Javi Galan. Javi Galan links up, looking for Gonzalez, but Konate's there and clears it for a throw-in. Ekitike is also warming up. Ekitike and McAllister are warming up. I think you take off Gakpo and Frimpong. Ekitike comes out. Ekitike in for Gakpo and then Frimpong out for McAllister. Here's Florian Wirtz. Here's Gravenberch. Jesus Christ, Gravenberch is so good. Here is Salah. Florian Wirtz to Gravenberch. No, this is Alexander Isak, Robertson, Gakpo on the left. Back to Robertson. Llorente trying to dispossess. Oh my god. Isak almost got a free header there, but that was only because he fouled Lenormand and made space from that. Koke is coming on. Very nice. I'm a little surprised because I thought you would have been putting Koke on for after you've equalized. But I mean, I think you're putting in Koke as a response to the impending introduction of Alexis McAllister. Here's Clement Langlais, under pressure from Isak and Salah. Finds Javi Galan. Javi Galan moving up the left. Here's Gallagher. Plays it wide. Here is Llorente. Llorente running at Gakpo. Now we have Griezmann on the ball. Griezmann crosses it, looking for Nico. Back to Griezmann. All the way back to Griezmann. Here's Llorente. Llorente to Gallagher. Griezmann finds Nico. No, this is Raspadori. Raspadori takes a shot. Shot at the near post. Blocked by Alisson. I don't think Raspadori was ever going to beat Alisson from that angle. But it was a nice try. Nice try, and then that rebound off the save forced the ball into a scary position. Welcome back, Japez. Javi Galan finds Nico. Nico is offside. Couple of moves coming up for both sides. Atletico line up theirs first. Raspadori comes off. Interesting call, man. Raspadori comes off for Koke, which is an interesting call. When you're chasing the game, you're taking off an attacker for a midfielder. Interesting, but like I said, if you're Cholo Simeone, you're expecting the introduction of Alexis McAllister and Ekitike. So those guys are going to come in hot, so in a sense, it makes more sense that your midfielder gets in first and finds himself in the game, so that when Ekitike comes in, oh my god, incredible footwork from Salah. And here's Wirtz. Wirtz almost finds Isak in space. Fuck. Yeah, you want Koke to get warm. Oh my god. No foul here on Gallagher, and Liverpool are starting to cook. Here's Salah with the cross, blocked by Gallagher. Liverpool asking for a handball, no whistle blown. Oh, what a pass to Florian Wirtz. That was an incredible pass by Konate to find Wirtz in the box. Llorente now. Here's Llorente. Griezmann on the ball with the long pass looking for Nico. Man, you just know when Ekitike comes on, he's going to come in hot. So I think that's why Koke is on there now, to warm up and get your head in the game to combat that. Interesting call. I did not see that coming at all from Cholo, but shows what I know. Here's Gakpo now on the ball for Liverpool. Passes it back to Robertson. Van Dijk dishes it wide to Frimpong. I think his time is limited here, Frimpong. Salah links up with Wirtz. Wirtz double marked here and gets away from Javi Galan. A lot of contact on him too. Liverpool knocking on the door now. Connor Bradley's also coming on. Interesting. Is it a triple change here? Looking like a triple change here for Liverpool. Connor Bradley, Ekitike, and presumably Alexis McAllister are coming on as well. Ooh, a lot of movement. I don't see how Atleti deal with a triple sub like that. Wirtz is standing over the corner here. He's going to hit it with the right. It's going to be an outswinger. The cross from Wirtz, attacked. Lands at the feet of Gakpo. Soboslai, Frimpong. Here's Salah at the top corner of the box. Wirtz on the right side, crosses it with the right into the arms of Jan Oblak. Woo! Oh, Oblak almost caught trying to distribute that ball by Isak. Very nice of him to hold on to that ball. Here's Lenormand. Atleti's trying to play from the back, but have three Liverpool attackers right in their face. Javi Galan finds Gallagher. Gallagher gives it away to Frimpong, and Wirtz gets onto the rebound of that. Atleti recover. Now the ball back with Van Dijk. Atleti are struggling to build anything from the back at the moment. Liverpool being very effective in choking them out. Here's Isak. The chip up top from Salah looking for Frimpong. Isak on the ball. Gravenberg passes it back to Salah. Salah to Konate. Now the ball goes wide to Cody Gakpo. He crosses it with the right, finds Soboslai, but the header just deflected by Lenormand. The ball's in the air right now, just at the top of the box. Very scary stuff here from an Atleti perspective. Here's Simeone trying to break free, but dispossessed by Van Dijk, who takes a hard hit. Ref initially played advantage, but calls the play back. Liverpool have Atleti pinned back, and the triple sub is going to make that even worse. Let's see what happens. Frimpong is off, Bradley in. Isak is also off for Ekitike. Very interesting. Gakpo comes in for... Gakpo comes out and McAllister comes in. Yeah, okay, so the substitution I didn't see coming was Isak, but Isak's still not being nearly as effective as we've come to expect him to be when he was with Newcastle. So I kind of understand. Okay. Ekitike is an entirely different animal compared to Alexander Isak, at least when it comes to Liverpool. Ekitike has found his place in this Liverpool squad and is scary good. Isak's still finding his feet here. So, long term, who knows who's actually going to be the better beneficiary for Liverpool. Verts from the left side, looking for Ekitike right away. Lenormand clears for Atleti. Atleti are pinned back, man. Scary stuff. But this is reminiscent of the first half, kind of, if anything. Okay, so in the first half, Atleti were pinned back as well. We're not able to create much until after the 10-minute mark. We're about reaching that. Atleti will have their time on the ball. Don't get it twisted. But they're doing well to defend against this this Liverpool attack. Here's Bradley. Mo Salah to Soboslai. Here's Ekitike with his first touch of the ball. Crowded out, but does well to keep it on his feet. Wow. That was really nice. And here's Ekitike again. Bad touch this time. Lenormand is there. Clement Langlais. Clement Langlais under pressure. A little bit way too casual. Way too casual there from Clement Langlais. Konate. Here's Salah. Bradley wins that ball. That's huge. Here's Nico. Nico looking to shovel it back over to Bradley. Not going to get there. Here's Van Dijk. Robertson under pressure. Ooh, Ekitike does great to get ahead to that and hold off Lenormand, allowing Verts to get to that ball. Collision in the midfield by two Atleti players, and Salah gets on the end of it. Salah, oh my gosh. Very good from Simeone to stop Salah from getting to the end of that ball in the box. Otherwise, that's the third. Simeone in left midfield. Totally out of position. Very weird. Conor Gallagher comes off and Griezmann come off. Nahuel Molina and Alexander Sorloth come on. Woo. Griezmann, Gallagher off. Molina, Sorloth on for Atletico Madrid. Ball immediately shot up high looking for Sorloth. Remember, this is the kind of defender that Van Dijk struggles against. Van Dijk, I saw an interview, but so Gary Neville was interviewing Van Dijk recently, and he asked Van Dijk who that striker is that was always a rock in his shoe, and Van Dijk said it was Olivier Giroud, and for whatever reason Giroud was just always able to score when Van Dijk was defending. And Alexander Sorloth has a similar build to Olivier Giroud. Maybe slightly bigger. Here's Javi Galan on the left. Finally. Here's Barrios. Barrios with the ball at his feet at the top of the box for Atleti. Opens it wide. Oh, that's just poor from Barrios. Barrios has had a poor game tonight. Munich are up 3-1 now to Chelsea with another goal by Harry Kane. Yeah, Barrios, what is that pass, bro? That's a valid question. That's poor. He did very good to keep the ball and then just couldn't couldn't distribute it right. It's disappointing. Here's Koke in midfield for Atleti. Finds Sorloth. Here's Sorloth. Sorloth dishes it wide. Simeone finds Nico. Soboslai has the ball at his feet. Atletico pressuring. Connor Bradley loses it here. Connor Bradley gives possession away. Atletico starting to target now. They're targeting that left side. Here's Koke to Javi Galan. Langley dishes it wide to Lenormand. Oh man, Lenormand just hands possession over, trying to switch the play to it looks like Barrios, who was on that left side, and just a sloppy pass. Can't do that, man. Here's Koke again. Lenormand dishes it wide to Llorente. Here's Llorente. Llorente tries to cross it. The big back of Van Dijk is there, and Van Dijk is able to clear it. Very good from Van Dijk. Llorente for Simeone. Simeone does just enough to keep that in bounds. Simeone has it by the right corner. Chips it up. Almost finds Llorente. Here's Verts to Soboslai. Look at the counter attack here. Here's Ekitike. Ekitike back to Soboslai. Soboslai. Oh, Salah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Verts and Soboslai almost interfere with each other. Neither could get the strike off, but the ball lands right at the feet of Salah, who takes a shot point blank. Beats Oblak, but it hits the post. Atletico very lucky here. Whew. What a bailout indeed, my guy. The gods are on Atleti's side. They're getting a draw here, I promise you. At least a draw, if not the whole enchilada. The gods are smiling on Atleti. They have gotten laid off the hook. They've been let off the hook a couple times in this match. Langley to Sorloth. A lot of contact on Sorloth by Konate. Koke. Koke going to the left for Sorloth. That's a great pass by Koke. Sorloth is going to get to the end of that on the left wing now. The big Norwegian. He's Norwegian, right? Oh, Liverpool back in the ball. Here's Salah. He has Soboslai on the right. He finds Soboslai. Soboslai crosses it far to Wirtz. Soboslai crossed it from one end of the box to the other end to find Wirtz, and Wirtz just tees it up for Ekitike, who skies it. You can almost argue that that's just overplaying. Wirtz does well to bring it down to Ekitike, but Ekitike just skies it. He gets underneath it. It's not a good distribution from Florian Wirtz. Yeah, he is Norwegian. I thought so. Imagine being Sorloth, being Norwegian, and having to fucking fight Erling Haaland of all people for your spot in the national team. That can't be easy. Or just constantly living in the shadow of Erling Haaland. Here's Koke to Sorloth again. Barrios scrapping it with Konate there. Here's Javi Galan on the left wing. He finds Nico. Nico crosses it low. Nobody on the end of it except for Gravenberg. Bradley and Konate linking up sloppily. And Atleti are applying the pressure here. Atleti growing back into the match. Koke again. Koke. He finds Llorente. Llorente. Here's Lenormand. He has Molina to the right. Dishes it out to Molina. Here's Llorente. Up high for Sorlath, but Allison is there. Where does am I tripping? Where did Simeone move into? I can't see him on the pitch very much. I see him now. He's on the right wing. His movement off the ball is interesting now that Molina is in the mix. Here's Bradley on the ball. Gravenberg. Soboslai on the right wing here. Soboslai has options in the box, crosses it, looking for Verts, but this one goes out of bounds for a goal kick. That's a rare sloppy pass from Dominic Soboslai. Here's Javi Galan. Javi Galan taking his chances against Connor Bradley. And Bradley fouls him and wins a card. Connor Bradley's been a bit sloppy since coming on. You can tell he's just a bit lower in class when it comes to this caliber of opposition. And the rest of his teammates, honestly. Barrios. Llorente. Lenormand. Longley. Dishes it wide to Javi Galan. Longley to Nico. Galan. Here's Simeone. Simeone on the left wing. Oh, almost does very well to get past Konate and Bradley. Nice header down from Longley. Lenormand. Liverpool almost losing their shape for a quick second here. And Atletico are getting in the groove. You can tell they're creating spaces and moving Liverpool around. I feel like the second goal is imminent here, guys. Here's Javi Galan. Here's Nico. Nico crosses it, looking for Sorlath. It lands at the feet of Simeone. Here's Koke. Koke goes for the shot, deflected. Here's Verts. Soboslai on the counter. Soboslai, what a ball for Salah! What a ball for Salah! He gets there. Javi Galan almost does just enough. Oh my god. Oh my god, Salah, what a cross. What a cross. Well defended. Well defended by Atletico. Salah chipped it up in the air for Ketika to get a head on it, and Ketika just missed it entirely. But then the ball just falls right at the feet of Florian Wirtz and is muscled off the ball by the defense. Incredible defending by Atleti. And amazing from Liverpool to be able to put the ball in situations like that. Woo! Incredible stuff here from both sides. Wow. Your heart is in your ass. It's alright, you're gonna be fine. You guys are getting a point here, I guarantee it. I don't know. Come on, man. Connor Bradley loses the ball to Nico. Bradley's been poor. Rio is coming on. The 17-year-old. Here's Simeone. Llorente. Very nice bot. Oh, very nice shot by Llorente. What a run by Llorente. Goal kick, but Llorente thinks there was a deflection. Was there? Look at this run by Llorente from the midfield. Oof. Midfield into the top right side of the box. Very nice run. Fucking Llorente. Maybe he is Diego Forlan. Diego Forlan in one of those hyper realistic masks. Yellow card for Simeone. That's a given. Was it a corner? I didn't pay attention to the replay. Rio and Gamua is coming on for Florian Wirtz. You might remember Rio from his winner against Newcastle. Yeah, it's a card for Simeone, but man, like, come on, that's a given. That's that was always gonna happen, you know. Rio, 17 years old. Oh yeah, that's right. You're here with me, dude. That was crazy. Good times. Here's Koke. '75th minute here, guys. Let's see. What can Liverpool cook? Langley tries to play it wide for Simeone. It doesn't come off, but look at where Atleti are now. Here's Koke. He finds Llorente. Llorente spins. Here's Simeone. Simeone. Here's Koke. Linking up with Llorente. See, they have Molina on the right touchline, but I've struggled to really see what he brings to this team. He's not linking up pretty well. He's not linking up very well. I don't know why they would put Molina in. Atleti finally get a corner. Let's go. Let's see what they can do with it. Oh wow. So if Rio scores here or in the match against Galatasaray, he will surpass Ansu Fati as the youngest ever Champions League goal scorer. We'll get a cheeseburger and chicken tendies after this. Yeah, man. Treat yourself. Koke with the cross, hits it with the right. Konate clears. Galan shovels it backwards. Offside, foul off the ball on McAllister. Oh, yeah. Imagine Rio scores another winner. That'd be fucking wild. I would hate that for you, Japes, but that would be insane. Liverpool back on the ball. Bradley. Careful, Bradley. Bradley almost loses it to Sorloth. Oh, and Alisson almost puts Konate in a sketchy situation there. Very interesting from bad distribution from Alisson. Uh-oh. Here's Rio. Here's the kid, Rio, on the left wing. Steps over it. Rio runs into traffic. Koke, long ball looking for Sorloth. He's not going to get there. Allison clears. Here's Soboslai. Bradley. Soboslai. Soboslai. Gravenberg. I'd cry into your chicken. Not the wet bird. Here's Rio. Come on. Gravenberg makes a run. Uh-oh. This could be problematic. Here come Atleti. Here's Simeone on the right wing. Being chased down by Soboslai. Simeone ran out of bounds. No. It's still in. It's still in. Nah, Liverpool have the ball here. Soboslai did very well. Remember, he's on the right side. Almost at times on the wing, on the right wing. He ran a lot. He covered a lot of ground to chase down Simeone there. Connor Bradley to Simeone. I mean to Soboslai. Excuse me. I'm tripping. Ikatike here. 80th minute, guys. Atleti still very much in this. You often feel like they're just one pass away. Bradley. Kanate. Allison under pressure. Bradley struggling to control that pass from Allison, and that just buys Barrios some more time to pressure him, to get onto him and pressure him. Bradley, they can be doing way better. Javi Galan with the throw in here. Here's Koke. Koke does well, gets the best of Bradley. Barrios. And here is, oh, what a volley! Volley from Llorente! What a goal! That is Diego Forlan! Oh my god! A Forlan-esque volley from Marcos Llorente to level it for Atletico in the 81st minute. Wow! Liverpool 2, Atletico 2. Oh my god. Chavez. This is all you, Chavez. You fucking manifested that, dude. Chavez, you called him Diego Forlan. You called him Diego Forlan when we started this stream. And look at that. That's the power of manifestation. What a volley. Oh, it comes off of McAllister. Llorente hits it and it comes off of McAllister and finds the back of the net. Allison Becker almost gets a hand to it, but it doesn't matter. Couldn't do it. Atleti. My camera is off? Oh shit. Seems to be working over here, man. Let me check. Let me check my stream. No, I mean, my thing is good. It might be you on your end, my guy. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I have it here on my app, and I think it's good. It's good. Let me check. Mic is working? Yeah, mic is still working. Interesting. But thank you for pointing that out, my guy. Everything checks out on my end, my guy. Your camera, it's off. It's good. Twitch glitch. Okay, sorry, man. Thank you. Freaked me out for a minute. Imagine if I lost that footage, I would have sucked. But all right, Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 2. There is about 7 minutes to go plus stoppage time. This is a great Great treat. Nice. Let's go. I have to change the score. Perfect. All right. Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 2, with about 7 minutes left to go in the match. All right, man. Who wins it? Who wins it? It could go either way. Here's Soboslai with the ball. You really manifested this shit, Chavez. You called him Diego Forlan. Is that Diego Forlan or is that Marcos Llorente? I can't tell, man. Gravenberg crosses it, looking for Bradley. Koke, looking for Sorloth. Sorloth still hasn't made his introduction into this match, really. Molina dishes it up high, looking for Simeone. That's Marcos Forlan. That's great. Love that. Here's Salah on the right. Finds Bradley. Bradley crosses it in front of goal. Oh my god. Nice clearance by Molina. That's why they brought him on, man. I'm sorry I doubted him. Liverpool have a corner here. Liverpool have a corner here. Let's see what happens. Soboslai hits it with the right. Oh, Konate jumps up, gets a free header onto it. Not on target. There was probably a foul in that corner. Yeah. Whistled by the ref. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Ooh, Van Dijk goes down in the box. Lenormand does have a hand on his shoulder. Holy shit, there's a guy in the crowd with a Cholo Simeone tattoo on his chest. Not his wife, not his children, but Cholo Simeone. That's a fan, man. Ball up high. Simeone battles Bradley to try to get to that, but ends up fouling him. Kirkez is coming on for Robertson with 4 minutes to go in regular time. He's there to fucking extinguish the entire threat on the left. Good luck with that, buddy. These are real balas. Milos Kirkez. Here's Van Dijk. Immediately passes it left to Rio. Here's Rio. Rio gets past Llorente. Rio. They handled it well. Between Molina and Llorente handle Rio pretty easily. Liverpool with the throw in. Here's Van Dijk. I have my sister tattooed Marcos Llorente's face on my chest too. Fuck yeah, dude. Down. That'd be so sick. I'm gonna get Rio's face tatted on my back. just one giant back piece. Here we go. Here's Ekatika has the ball, loses it. Here's Simeone now, trying to play it wide, looking for Barrios, smothered out by Liverpool. And here's Ekatika with the ball, teasing the cross, wins a corner. Come on. Liverpool with the corner. Soboslai again. It's going to be an outswinger. Dicey times here for Atletico Madrid. They've been defending well. Here's a cross from Soboslai. Oh, man. Liverpool asking for a handball. Van Dijk is asking for a handball. Barking. Van Dijk. What is he bitching about? Oh, no. That's not a handball. Van Dijk is barking at the ref to get a penalty there, but it's not even a handball. Here's another cross, this time from the opposite side. Szoboszlai again. Szoboszlai with the right. Finds Ekitike. Oh, it comes off of Van Dijk. Oh, Jesus. I thought that went in. Woo. I just know there's at least one Barca fan that has him all tatted on. Oh, for sure. There's probably a guy out there with an Ansu Fati tattoo. Dude, it's all... I thought that went in too, but yeah, dude, this is a weird plane of existence that we live on, and there's a guy out there who jumped the gun and got an Ansu Fati tattoo on his leg. That's fucked up to think about, right? But it's true. Simeone is battling, tussling, wrestling with Bradley. All right, here's McAllister. Dishes it wide. This is Rio running at Molina. Ball back with Van Dijk. A Ricky Puig tattoo? Yeah, Ricky Puig, right? That's how you say it? That'd be wild. Let's see. Mo Salah versus Javi Galan and Barrios in support. Ball central to Konate. Here's Van Dijk. 90th minute now here, guys. Gravenberch. Kirkes. Rio finds Gravenberch. Konate. Szoboszlai. They're moving it from one end of the field to the other. Here is Salah. Salah crosses it finally. Finds Ekitike, but Oblak is there. Woo. 90th minute. How much stoppage time are we looking at? 4? Wow. Four minutes of stoppage time again, guys. This is going to be a long 4 minutes. Szoboszlai lines it up from distance. Blocked by Lenormand. Oh, here's Gravenberch. McAllister to Rio. Rio has it. Goes to the top of the box. Cuts it back. Rio crosses it looking for Salah. Deflected. Does very nice. Very good from the kid. Liverpool have a corner. Whew. Anfield is turning up the volume again. Can they manifest a winner here? Szoboszlai standing over the corner. Here it comes. Here's the cross from Szoboszlai. Van Dijk jumps up. Koke is there. Szoboszlai crosses it in the box looking for Konate. Ooh, comes off the feet of Barrios. Another corner. God damn it, that's unfortunate. Barrios was doing everything he could to keep that ball from landing at the feet of Bradley, but it comes off his own feet, and Liverpool have another corner. This time on the right side. Man, you can just feel Liverpool is about to score. I hate this. Don't say that. Don't you even dare bring that into the mix. Szoboszlai with the cross. Oh, there it is. No, it's Van Dijk. It's Van Dijk for the winner. Oh no. Oh man. Japez. Cursed. Oh man, it was building up, dude. Fuck. Oh shit. Simeone is getting mixed up with people in the crowd. What a header. What a thundering header from Van Dijk to score the winner. Wow. Van Dijk headers in the corner. Van Dijk headers in the corner to make it 3-2 for Liverpool. Wow. Free header all day. Van Dijk had a free header. Who was marking him? Oh, it's Lenormand. It's Lenormand. Lenormand is just beat. Oh, man. Japas, I'm so sorry. Makes for good content, though, dude. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, Van Dijk is just tussling with Lenormand, and but he just wins. Van Dijk just wins the battle against Lenormand and gets a free header on it. No goalkeeper is stopping a header like that. Liverpool 3, Atletico Madrid 2. Oh, shit. Van Dijk, man. La Liga 2, here we come. Nah, man. No way. No fucking way. Hey, man. Hey, cheeseburger and chicken tendies fixes everything, Japes. Simeone has been sent off. Simeone has been sent off. What the fuck did he do? I saw him kind of scrapping with some fans, it looks like. Man. Stoppage time is done. Stoppage time is done. But, I mean, there's been a lot of activity after the goal. So you're thinking maybe another minute or two of added time here. It's Hail Mary time for Atletico. Can they do anything? We saw it yesterday with Juventus. Juventus willed that fucking equalizer. Can they do it? Oh no, Ekitike is going to get to the end of that. Oh man. Final minute or so. You know what? You're not a Man United. I'm not a Man United fan. It could be worse. Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. For sure. Fuck that. Have you talked to any Man United fans lately, dude? Wow. Ouch. Real ouch. Soboslai has the ball here. Soboslai. Oh no, Soboslai sends Mohamed Salah through in space. Who finds Ekitike? And Ekitike fucks that up royally. Salah crossed that ball on a silver plate to Ugo Ekitike. Ekitike with the ugliest contact on it. He had all day to think about that and line it up. Final possession here. Final moments of this match for Atleti. Do they have anything left? Do they have anything left? They need a Hail Mary. They need a miracle here. Here's Llorente, the miracle man himself. Llorente crosses it into the box looking for Sorloth! Oh! Sorloth heads it right into the hands of Alisson. That was it. That's it. Hey, that guy had a Bulldog Amsterdam shirt. That's cool. I've been to that. I've been to that place. The Bulldog Amsterdam is a hostel in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. That's game. That's game. Wow. That's final. Liverpool 3, Atletico 2 at full time. Great match. Liverpool just willed the winner, as they do. Another last-minute winner for Liverpool. That's becoming a trend this season. And, I mean, if we learned anything from Bayer Leverkusen's title-winning season, is that those last-minute winners save your ass in the long run. I remember Xabi Alonso's team at the time had a shitload of last-minute winners. It's called Fergie time because United had all kinds of crazy last-minute winners. And that's what Van Dijk just did. He scored in Fergie time. Yeah, man, Sorloth came really close there. You hate to see it, dude. Atletico put up a good fight. They put up a good fight and they did everything they could. And it takes, dude, it takes everything. They conceded really early. They conceded really early, but I mean, they put up a good defense against a terrifying Liverpool squad and didn't concede for 85 minutes until like literally almost the last kick. So a lot to be proud of from an Atleti perspective. They performed really well. If this game starts off any different, then who knows what the end result is, but that's just the way the ball rolls today, my friend. Let me just check and see what Simeone did. Let's see if there's anything online yet. Let's see what he did. Not Simeone. Simeone. What's going on? They're saying he's fighting with the fans. Oh, there was a Liverpool fan that just laughed right in his face. Nothing really happened there, man. I don't think there was anything physical happening. I don't think Simeone put his hands on a fan or anything, but he just got sent off for even approaching that side of the pitch. Oh, hang on, there's more. Ah, yeah. Not a lot going on there with Simeone. It's not like he spit on someone or punched someone or went full Cantona, Just a little bit of back and forth, nothing crazy there. Oh, good match. Good match. Liverpool is gonna Liverpool. Atletico, I think that was a good performance from Atletico. Just could not get it over the final hurdle, unfortunately. But plenty to be happy about. That is gonna do it for me today. No more soccers to watch. Let me just review and see what's going on around the world. Yeah, 3-1 Bayern Munich. Bayern beat Chelsea. Inter 2-0 on Ajax, and PSG beat Atalanta 4-0. Pretty tame kind of day. Japes, I want to thank you for watching this with me, man. Appreciate you. That's the whole reason you're here, bro, is the reason why I'm doing this, so I can have people to watch soccer with. You know what I mean? And it means a lot to me that you're here, and it sucks that your team didn't get the result, but hey, it was a good show, right? We had a good time. So we'll be back. You guys will be back. Let me check my schedule that I have memorized, obviously. Let me see. So after tomorrow, I will be streaming Newcastle Barca, and then on Saturday I jump back into my usual groove. Gonna cover United versus Chelsea. That should be interesting. That should be rather entertaining. That has shithouse written all over it. SCFC Atalanta in the early afternoon following that matchup, and then Sunday Arsenal City, which should be interesting. That'll be an interesting match, actually. Arsenal played very well yesterday against a difficult team, and I think they are convincingly better than Manchester City at the moment. Manchester City got away spanking a below average Manchester United team last weekend, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how City play tomorrow. They play tomorrow, right? Let me check that. I think City play tomorrow. Give me a sec. They sure do. City go up against Napoli. Napoli are no fucking pushover, let me tell you that. They are champions of Italy, and it should be the first real opposition for City this season. Well, I mean, they did lose to Spurs, so I guess they've already encountered their first hurdle. Also on Sunday, I am going to be switching off between Barca and Real Madrid. I haven't really decided who I'm going to watch yet, but both of those matches are on at the same time. Super annoying, I know, but I'll have to make a decision there, and we'll play it by ear. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today. Y'all have a good rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you specifically, Japes, for hanging out with me, dude. Have a nice rest of your day, brother. Y'all take care. Markopotamus out.
Why don't you?